Leo horoscope for December 2019. Welcome, dear friends. This is the astrology prediction for December for people who have their sun or rising sign in Leo. We are going to talk about the most important astrology events and how they will impact you personally. And prepare because there are so many interesting things, starting with Jupiter changing signs, which is something happening only once a year. And that's a big deal because Jupiter can bring you growth, can bring you opportunities and success. So we are really interested to see how Jupiter will affect you. Also, there is a solar eclipse, which is one of the fated karmic events of the whole year. And obviously, that's going to be a big deal as well. And other stuff like the Sun in conjunction with Jupiter, more luck and more success for you. Jupiter trining Uranus, some surprises and maybe even unexpected opportunities. Venus in conjunction with Saturn and Pluto, and other important astrology stuff. So make sure to watch the whole video. And before we begin, let me remind you that you can get the 2020 astrology calendar now. It's a 5-in-1 calendar which will prepare you with the heliacal phases, transits, ingressions, eclipses, moon signs, and other informative things. So check the link below if you are interested. And now let's begin with the biggest news actually for December, and I would say one of the most pivotal of the whole year. Jupiter moving to your 6th house. Jupiter, that's the planet which can present you the new opportunities, potential growth, success, prosperity, expansion. And the best thing about Jupiter is that those things happen without the need to hustle for it, without the need to work extremely hard for it. And don't get me wrong, so I'm not saying that you should just stay, like lay on the couch and wait for the opportunities to hit you on the head, because I just don't believe that things can ever work like this for anybody. But it's still nice to have the support, that things are kind of flowing, and especially if you are aligned with the flow, it's just easier and it's more joyful. And all of that affects the area of career, work, business, your daily routines, and also your health. So the next 1 year is absolutely great for starting a new business or expanding your current business. And if you're working for a certain company, you may either consider finding a better job at another company or be promoted and have a more prestigious position at your current job. So in one way or another, we expect Jupiter to be generous with you and to bring you the opportunities related to your work, and also to make you more productive on a daily basis. Sixth house describes how is your life scheduled, literally. What are you doing, how you're organizing it. So you might become better at organizing things, your work, your personal life, maybe some other things which resonate with you, taking care of family or whatever. So you can be just more productive, taking care of more things on a daily basis. And I don't know about you, but for me, it sounds like something very, very exciting. And of course, just be open to receive the support, because Jupiter sometimes may bring you the support kind of nowhere. It's like the universe or whatever. So take action, but try to be also in alignment with what's the best thing that you can do. And one of the indications which can help you with that is to ask yourself, how is that making me feel? If that's making you feel excited and, interested and happy, then that's something which is right for you. If you feel like extremely overwhelmed, you hate it, you don't want to do it, probably it's not the right thing for you. So no wonder if it's just not working so well. So Jupiter may help you to find this direction of things that you enjoy doing, and at the same time, things that you can be prosperous at. So for work and business, and let's not forget the health issues as well. If you have certain health problems, with Jupiter in sixth house, it's a great time that you can improve your health, or you may take better care of your body, or do something which is beneficial for your health. And you guys have 1 year for that. So after the 2nd of December, Jupiter is in your sixth house for approximately 1 year. Let's move to the next astrology event. On the 3rd of December, Venus in sixth, in positive connection with Mars in your 4th house. That's a great combination which can help you to do something pleasant, either for your family members, maybe taking care of them, which will allow you also to express your feelings, or it could be related to your business, doing something that will help you to feel nice, that will be meaningful for your work, for your business as well. And excuse me, the interesting part is that there are 2 other planets which are triggering the same 2 houses positively on the very same day. So Mercury is in your 4th house and Pluto is also in your 6th house. And this combination may allow you to be more impactful with your speech, have more meaningful conversations, both in your personal life and at your career, with coworkers or clients or other people. And this is an aspect which also helps you to be more consistent and more concentrated, mentally more concentrated on a particular task, on something that you want to organize or structure better. So this can be a very, very productive day for you guys. Moving next to the 8th of December. One of the very few challenging aspects, the Sun in your 5th house squaring Neptune in 8th house. This aspect may bring potential misunderstandings, especially in your love life with romantic partners or sometimes with your kids. And even financially, things might be kind of messy. So be extra careful. I wouldn't recommend you to make some significant purchases or investments on this day. And on the positive side, this is an aspect which can bring lots of creativity, but the type of creativity that you have to work for. So if you're proactive again, you can take advantage of this aspect. And together with this aspect, there is another one which is very harmonious. Venus in 6th house in positive aspect with Neptune in 8th house. This aspect may allow you to do something nice at work, like helping another person or improving the relationship. It just brings more polite atmosphere, you know, harmonious atmosphere, more balance at work, in your daily routines, in how you communicate with your clients or co-workers. And it's just an aspect that can bring creativity. So improved relationships and creativity, mostly at work. Then on the 9th of December, Mercury will ingress your 5th house. Nice aspect that can help you to concentrate mentally on more creative stuff. If you enjoy reading, for example, also time when you can be able to, you know, read your favorite novels or something else that you enjoy reading. And also for meeting some potential romantic partners, this can be a very nice position. Then on the 11th of December, the first conjunction that Venus will have, which is with Saturn in your 6th house. Very interesting aspect that can help you to balance the emotional atmosphere at your work. to keep things under control. For business negotiations, this is a fantastic aspect, by the way. And also to be kind of more and more focused. And even when it comes to financial business decisions, this aspect can be very, very harmonious. Maybe it won't allow you to relax emotionally. Saturn, it's just not its game, but it may help you to be more hardworking and also to kind of enjoy the things that you need to do. So aspect which brings productivity at work, but also improved relationships and more harmony. Then on the 12th of December, there is a full moon which triggers your 11th and 5th house. So the main thing you have to do is find the balance between the heart and the mind, between your romantic life and your social life, between taking a risk and detaching a little bit, stepping outside. And it's also a fantastic time to make changes, to let things go. For example, old relationships or emotions you no longer need, or even friends which are not deserving to be part of your life. Well, you may take the decision to finally change that scenario. And it's also a nice time to focus more on your creativity. Is there something that you would like to change, maybe in your social life or in terms of your creative projects? Then we have the 13th of December bringing two aspects. And the first one is Mars, which is in your 4th house, connecting to Neptune in 8th house. There is a positive aspect. And this is a nice combination that can help you to do something at home, to maybe repair something, or be more creative about taking the decisions related to your home environment. But also taking care of family members might be something important. Even decisions related to properties or investments in properties are also beneficial. And what's important here is to make sure that you are listening to your intuition. These are two water houses. Neptune is also a water planet. On top of that, the two planets are in a water sign. So you really need to trust your intuition and to see where it will guide you. Together with this aspect, we also have Venus in conjunction with Pluto in your 6th house. And this aspect can bring lots of intense emotions. On the positive side, it could be passion, it could be extreme desire to achieve something, maybe to concentrate on your work or do something else. On the challenging side, this may bring too intense emotions like jealousy or potential emotional struggles, or just, something which is kind of secret related to your work environment and your daily life. So be careful for these two intense emotions, but at the same time, go with the flow. So if there's something that you're really passionate about, do it. The 13th of December is great for that. Then on the 15th, quite rare aspect, Jupiter trining Uranus, triggering your 6th and 10th house. And this aspect really happens only once in a couple of years. So great time and possibility for new opportunities, which can be surprising and unexpected, and they can bring you growth and expansion. Uranus and Jupiter are also bringing you the opportunity to move to another level, to really grow in something. And triggering your 6th and 10th house, for you, Leo, it's mostly related to career opportunities, work, business, something with a social impact that you can do. So Be open for it, take advantage, take a risk, experiment. And this can bring some practical results. 6th and 10th house are one of the earth houses. The earth houses allow us to materialize something, to have a concrete result. So this inspiration, those maybe surprising ideas or a new direction that you may find, this can lead to concrete results, something that you can materialize. So honestly, I think that's one of the most productive aspects that you have. So for work and business, it is a great time. And actually, I can say that it's not just for the 15th. It might affect you for the most part of December. So really concentrate on your work, on your, the practical things that you would like to materialize, business and material stuff as well. Then we have the 19th of December with another two aspects. The first one is very positive, Mars in 4th house connecting to Saturn in 6th house. Aspect which can make you extra productive, extra careful and patient and consistent in business, but also when it comes to the family stuff and the home environment. So it might be working on something at home, repairing something, fixing something that does not work properly, or at your work, at your business, you might find, the way that will get you to the material result you would like to have. The actions that you can take, the patience, the consistency, which are very, very important. And remember that the two planets are very strong. Mars in Scorpio, it has the maximum strength possible, and Saturn in Capricorn as well. So it is also a very productive combination. The other aspect that goes with this one is Mercury squaring Neptune, triggering your 5th and 8th house. Challenging combination, which really allows you to dream and fantasize, but sometimes more than is the reasonable amount. So in other words, you might have some unrealistic ideas or expectations, or you may also be more unconcentrated or potentially make a mistake. So be careful mostly with the financial stuff, investments, purchases, and so on, and also in your personal life, with romantic partners, with your kids, with creativity, and so on. Again, this aspect may also bring results, but only with hard work. So the creativity, the inspiration might be too much, but you can take it and use it in a constructive way, especially when at the same time you have this Mars-Saturn combination. So it can be quite interesting. Then the 20th of December comes with another ingression. Venus, which moves to your 7th house. And that, my friends, is a very nice position because Venus is the ruler of 7th house. So Venus is at home and it can bring you its best that it can possibly bring. So harmony in love, harmony in relationships, sharing feelings, expressing feelings, new dates, or more time to spend it with your romantic partner. Those are some of the things that you can expect with Venus in 7th house. Then the 21st of December brings the Sun into your 6th house, and the Sun will stay there for 1 month. So basically for the most part of January even, the Sun will be in your 6th house. And that's some time to focus on your work and the responsibilities. The first 3 weeks of December, the Sun is in your 5th house. So it's more about the joy, the creativity, maybe even having fun, enjoying life, personal stuff, and so on. But then after the 21st of December, when the Sun moves to your 6th house, it is time to be more grounded, to be more focused on the work and the practical things. So there is a transition, and I'm not saying that this is bad. If you are like me and you love working, then this aspect can actually make you more productive, more concentrated on your work. So I would enjoy such aspect. Then the 22nd of December, another two aspects combining at the same time. Venus in 7th house will square Uranus in your 10th house. So potential surprises, unexpected situations in your relationships and in your business. It could be lack of harmony, lack of understanding, lack of compromises, sudden emotional reactions which come like out of the blue. So be extra careful with your partners, in work, and in your personal life. You might overreact or do something impulsively which you might regret later. So just be careful with that. And the good news is that there is a positive aspect on the very same day for you, which is Mars connecting to Pluto, triggering your 4th and 6th house. For work, for business, even for doing something at home, this aspect is absolutely great. Mars and Pluto can increase your power, make you stronger, more passionate, can make your actions more focused and concentrated, which usually increases the productivity. So you might take care of some important things and do it confidently and find the right actions you need to take, both related to your home, family, personal life, and also the business area. Then on Christmas Eve, we have a very interesting aspect. The Sun in 6th house, trining Uranus in 10th house. Aspect which is very beneficial for your work and business. It's Christmas Eve, so most people don't work. Not everyone, after all, but even if you don't work, you may still have the new idea, the new insight which pops into your mind and makes you feel inspired and creative and interested. And you may find a way to materialize that later or whenever the right time comes. So concentrate on what would you like to have in your work, in your business? What's making you feel inspired and excited? It's about excitement and it's about liberation and new experiences, all related to work and practical things. Then on the 26th of December, we have one of the most karmic and fated events for the whole year. Solar eclipse in Capricorn in your 6th house. What's interesting here is that the South Node is very close and Jupiter is also very close. So they are bringing their impact to this king, and it means that it might be time for you to either let go of something that does not work properly or to have the results in something that you have already worked for. All of that related to the work and business area. Maybe there is a project which you need to let go, business project, or you might see the results. If that's the right thing for you and you have worked for it, then you might get a clearer picture and more practical results. And it doesn't mean that it's all happening on the 26th. This is a process, so that's the beginning of a new transition, a new transformational period, which might affect you from like a couple of months up to 3 years. So it is a long process. And it's interesting that on the very next day, on the 27th, there is a conjunction between the Sun and Jupiter in your 6th house, which is so interesting and can bring you new dreams or new goals related to your work and business. Maybe it's also time for your New Year's resolutions. If you like to do that, I honestly find this practice very helpful, and it's just triggering your mind to think, what would I want to have during the next year? How do I see myself? And you might do it for different life areas, but I would highly recommend you to concentrate on your work. With Jupiter and the Sun in your sixth house, you may have a new goal or a new direction in your business and work. And the very last aspect for the whole year actually comes on the 28th of December. Mercury will ingress Aquarius, which means your seventh house. So more communication, more connections to other people, and that includes, of course, your friends, your romantic partner, also business partners, sharing ideas, connecting, communicating, negotiating. With Mercury in seventh house, you might be extra productive in those activities. So that was the December prediction for Leo. Make sure to follow me on Instagram because I'm sharing more stuff there and you will find more inspiration and information. Also, let me know in the comments, how do you feel about December? How do you connect with all of those aspects? And I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much. As always, it was a real pleasure for me, and I'll see you very, very soon.